Veta getting our final preps as we take a look at our tail of the tape for this fight tonight. It comes down to who has enough strength within them to get their first victory tonight. Ashley Deen 0-1, Veta Arteaga making her pro debut tonight. You see the stats. Let's get the introductions from cage announcer Britt Talbert.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3 5-minute rounds in the front straight fights. Bantamweight division. Let me introduce you to the fighters. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at an even 134 pounds with a record of 0 wins against just 1 defeat. She represents Pariah MMA from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I give you Ashley Deen. Her opponent across the cage, standing to my left. Standing 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in at 134.5 pounds. She is making her professional debut. She represents Combat Fitness, SBGI Idaho, from Boise, Idaho, Veta Arteaga! Our referee in charge of the action, Rev Ruland Day. Let's make some noise for the ladies!
All right, referee Ruland Day waiting for that cage door to shut. It is underway. Veta acknowledging Ashley, Ashley acknowledging Veta, the tap of the gloves, and we are underway.
Wow, coming out swinging.
Good leg kick there. Veta able to capture that leg and pop her right in the chin with a right. And again, much like that fight in May of 2014, just keeps those fists flying quick now.
Yeah, Veta knows really, she has a really good sense of her awareness of where she's at. She knows when to close the distance and when to kind of back out like she is now.
Just 30 seconds into round number 1 here. We see the first offensive explosion. Definitely a lot of energy, as you can tell, built up in Veta. Ashley kind of working the center cage there, making Veta try to find the angle that she wants. A leg kick followed by a body kick from each opponent. And again, Veta able to get a tough shot in there. Nothing really seems to be phasing her. That concentration she's got is locked in tight.
Ashley did a really good job, of kind of recovering.
Much like that fight that we saw at the beginning of the night with Courtney Youngblood and Destiny McCubbin, neither one of these girls looking like they want to work a ground game, even though, as you mentioned, that is a strong suit of Veta.
Absolutely. Veta did a nice little overhand right. She slipped a left from Ashley and got an overhand right. Ashley's doing really good with what we call ring generalship. She's commanding,
controlling the center of the ring and making Veta move.
Absolutely. And she's throwing those little kicks up to test her range, not to do any damage. So look for a big punch off of one of those little teep kicks.
Again, Veta back against the cage there, so she's going to have to do a lot of work to find an angle that she likes as she pulls in Ashley Deen a little bit closer to try and kind of slow it down there and bring her down to the ground. Maybe now this is where Veta wants to start working some of her ground game, or not.
Nice circle out by Veta.
We've made it through the first 2 minutes of round number 1 between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga.
Veta's doing really good with her head movement. She needs to keep that up. She's just, staying on that. She needs to maybe circle out a little bit more. Nice leg kick.
Ashley Deen looking for that inside leg kick. Veta going for the outside leg kick. Good body kick, but again, you saw Ashley land that body kick right there. I don't think Veta's blinked yet once in this fight.
No, laser focus. Nice exchanges of overhand rights. Veta got a couple in, Ashley got 1 in.
And again, Ashley, through the first half of this round, doing a very good job, as you said, ring generalship, really commanding the ring and making Veta work for it as they both try to throw some more bombs, both doing a lot of good ducking. A good right-left combo there, followed by a body kick for Ashley Deen. But again, Veta Arteaga seems unfazed at this point. And in all likelihood, Ashley Deen does as well. I should mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, spinning back fist for Veta. Ashley kind of saw that one coming, able to stop it. A kick to the face, a left kick to the head there, and followed up by a right from Veta.
You're seeing some really high-level striking right here.
Good straight right hand there to Ashley Deen, courtesy of Veta Arteaga.
If I was going to criticize Ashley at all, I would say keep your left hand up and also work that jab a lot more. She doesn't have much of a jab. She uses her teep kick as a jab to kind of get the range and distance, but she doesn't really have a good jab going on. So maybe she should work that a little bit more.
An outside leg kick there by Veta as we approach a minute and a half left of round number 1.
There's a jab. Left,
takes
left,
two
right.
jabs and an overhand right there.
Vita's
definitely, he's got her rocked right now. Definitely has Veta rocked. She needs to do something to get out from the cage and slow this down right now. Ashley definitely has the upper hand. You mentioned that jab. She got 2 left jabs in there, and it kind of really rocked Veta there for a second. Just over 45 seconds left in round number 1.
Yeah, and Ashley's not throwing up much of a defense. She needs to take advantage of this little
trading the inside
roll,
leg kicks, yeah.
Now Vita's back in the fight, So that's good for Veta. Little switch stance.
As we get to the last 25 seconds, you can hear this crowd coming alive with the Veta chants. Again, takes another left jab there, and you can tell those left jabs starting to have a little bit of effect as they trade right hands. Swinging again here. Ashley going for that body kick. Veta trying to hold on to it, and again, we get separation as we come up to the final 10 seconds of round number 1 of what's been a really good, smart fight by both fighters so far.
Absolutely. If you're a fan of MMA, this is the fight to watch right here. This is a great fight. One thing to point out, though, Matt, we didn't say this. Ashley's from Colorado Springs, which is Mile High, and that's where the Olympic Training Center is. I've trained there, and not at the Olympic Training Center, but actually MMA there. And it's brutal. And so, advantage Ashley for cardio because she lives at a Mile High.
No, absolutely, and that does have effect. You hear it talked about all the time in other sports. And you heard right there at the end of the round, I don't know if the camera caught that, Veta definitely frustrated with her first round performance. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think she's just trying to figure it out. I think Veta, the struggle she's having is the fact that, Ashley has the range and is keeping a good, generalship and keeping a lot of range with her kicks. So, Vita's going to have to eat a few to give some. And, that's just not good. But, there's advantages to that. She can get inside and work some takedowns. So, that's just part of the game right there.
And you mentioned the reach advantage there. Inch height advantage goes to Ashley Deen there. And the reach as well, too. You mentioned at some point she's going to have to really get over that. And hopefully her coaches warn her about those left jabs because it really was those left jabs. And you got to wonder if Matt May is over there telling her that right now to really be mindful of that left jab coming her way.
Look for Veta to use more of a jab, continue to circle, but I think Matt may have instructed her to do a little bit more leg kicking. So we'll see what they come with this round.
And you mentioned that reach advantage is
There's
nearly
kick,
2.5 inches
leg kick
to Ashley Deen.
Right. Leg kick again.
Outside leg kick. Good right hand by Veta Arteaga. And she grabs again. Veta Ashley going to remember that leg kick once again. She likes that right body kick. Veta able to really grab that and now push her back and start really controlling the fight for the first time.
Vita's doing a really good job with her head position right here. And this is what I was talking about with Joe and Hedgevaldo should have done is cut that hip inside the stance and drive in with that hip. And then you have that and head position instead of hooking the leg. So Vita's doing really good. She's very competent in this position. Ashley's doing good too,
Veta got a good right knee there to the body of Ashley before she let off, and we're back to center cage here. Just 1 minute into this second round again, the good outside right leg kick.
See, I was right.
Takes a right overhand there.
Nice.
Good move there by Veta Arteaga to duck under that, which is probably what her coaches were telling her. Watch for that left jab, get under it, and push her back into the cage. Veta doing a much better job just a minute and a half into the second round of starting to control Ashley more and really making Ashley work off the back of the cage now.
Those were 2 things that I had said in the break there. Is 1, throw more leg kicks, and she's thrown at least 10 this round. And number 2, wade that storm and get inside and take advantage of your shots, and that's obviously working for her. And I've actually seen both of them throw a few more jabs, so kind of all those things combined make for even a more interesting fight than what it already was.
Have you ever thought about coaching MMA there, Mitch? You sound like you know what you're doing. We are 2 minutes into round number 2 here, and again, things kind of starting to be more even-keeled. Ashley controlling a lot of that first round. Veta coming with a little bit more offense. As you said, she may have to eat a couple punches, but now she doesn't seem really afraid to get in there, although Ashley does have her trap there and did get a couple of good hard right knees.
Throwing a little tie clinch, a couple knees, and see, Veta stood up. She needs to widen her stance and get low instead of grabbing so high. And so now her stance is really narrow, and she's kind of susceptible to ankle trips, to trips, and she doesn't have a lot of power standing like that.
Coming up on the final 2 minutes of this, again, now Ashley looking a lot like we did in round number 1, where she has Veta backed against the cage, throwing a good left leg kick there.
Keep continuing to do that, circling out. Ashley's doing a good job, commanding the ring, but,
Good inside leg kick followed up by a good good left leg high kick there to the head. Veta starting to work more of those kicks, as I'm sure her coaches mentioned to her. Ashley once again coming in for that front left leg kick, switching it up. Final 90 seconds. Good right hand there by Ashley Deen to the chin of Veta. Hasn't done much damage yet.
Yeah. Veta keeps trying to throw her kicks a little bit above the belt, like a body shot.
Good, solid right hand there by Veta. Both going for the outside leg kick at the same time.
And I would just encourage her to throw all of her kicks, as leg kicks and not body kicks, because,
Ashley doing a really good job knowing kind of what Vita's game is in the second round, waiting for her to kind of throw there and use that nearly 2.5-inch reach advantage to her favor.
See, there's a good leg kick.
And we talked over time, as you mentioned, you wanted to start throwing more leg kicks. Yeah. That's going to start softening up that leg, start taking away some of that lower body support.
Nice.
Veta taking a good back kick there, courtesy of Ashley, as we come up in the final 35 seconds of round number 2 between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga.
Ashley's left is awful low and her mouth is open, and Vita's fundamentals as far as where she keeps her hands are
once again, we saw it again. Ashley going for the body kick. Veta ate a grab on it, and you got to wonder what she has planned, if she can get down on top of her, if she capitalizes on that takedown courtesy of catching that left leg kick or right leg kick, as it would be.
That's about the third time that Vita's caught that kick. And, instead of running, it's going to be hard, but she should look for trips rather than running her over for a takedown.
And there we go with the end of round number 2 between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga. A little more even this round, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's deceiving when you see Ashley kind of marching, walking Veta down. You think, okay, Ashley's the aggressor, but honestly, if you know what you're looking at, Veta, had a couple near takedowns. She scored a lot. She did a lot of leg kicks, and unlike the first round was Ashley's game plan being implemented and Veta kind of defending. This was more Veta implementing her strategy, her game plan, and Ashley adjusting. So just for that, you never know what's in the. You could make a case that Veta won that round. You could make a case. It's hard, but I would honestly have scored it probably for Veta, if not just a draw off that round,
So pretty much a draw, as you might call it at this point. Yeah. What does each fighter need to do in this last round to, A, win the fight, but B, should it go that, to really convince the judges as we sit at a draw pretty much at this point?
I would say for Ashley, work your hands more jabs. Those really work. The 1-1-2s, jab, jab, cross, those work really well for her. Keep marching her down, but she needs to let her hands go. And for Veta, I think she needs to do a lot of kicks, in or in, off of the kicks with punches, and look for takedowns and try to finish this in an exciting fashion.
All right, we are underway in round number 3 between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga. Veta trying to come out successful in her pro debut. Again, catching that kick, pulling her in close this time. Little variation what we saw last time is try to, instead of trying to push back takedown, pulls her
Spinning
into
back
the bed.
fist. See, there's a nice combo, and you know, her first exchange that she had at the beginning of the round, you know, was a kick and then a flurry of punches, and that's going to work. She just needs to keep letting her kicks fly because she's you know, not getting in with just throwing straight punches. She needs a kick and then wade in and get her punches off.
Ashley a little more
Kick
subdued.
and wade in. She needs a kick and wade in.
Ashley a little more subdued. Vita really keeping the head moving. Has really got more of this. She's trying to really calculate her next move, expelling a lot of energy at this point. But as we've made it through a minute of round number 3, takes another left jab there from Ashley Deen. Vita's just really kind of waiting for her opportunity. You've got to think that her corners, I'm sure Ashley's corner as well, have told them what their moment is and to watch for it.
And there's that jab that I was calling for. You know, she's starting to work it. She's using a jab and a hook. You know, jab, hook, jab, 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 hook.
About 3 or 4 left jabs, courtesy
and
Ashley
Deen.
Deen.
Straight right.
Vita looking for the first takedown of the bout. Ashley doing a good job with that wide stance as you want Vita to do back in that first round. Not letting Vita really get the momentum to take her down and really turn some points in her favor.
Absolutely. You know, it's hard for Vita to score that takedown when you grab around the waist, because that's the strongest part of the person's body is their hips.
Vita doing a really good job there, holding on tight to Ashley to really try to get that takedown. But again, great job by Ashley to withstand that and really that wide stance you talked about, gain momentum and really push Vita away to set up her game again.
You know, just food for thought. I would encourage that jab to that spinning back fist, because that's
good
landed.
push back by Vita. She's trying for that first takedown. She's looking for it, but again, that wide stance by Ashley, as you mentioned, she got it. First takedown of the fight goes to Veta Arteaga, and this is where Vita can be dangerous.
Vita needs to hook the legs of Ashley and suck her back in. With her right leg, she needs to hook Ashley's left leg and suck her back down to the ground.
Good quick recovery by Ashley Deen to get back on her feet. Vita again going for a second takedown. Good block there by Ashley. At this point, Vita doing a really good job of using the cage to her advantage.
This is what
as she stepped back for 3 or 4 right, hard left hand, right combinations.
And this is what I called for. You know, she needs to do kicks, more punches, wait in, score takedowns, be exciting. And that's what's going to prove it to the judges.
We've got just over 2 minutes left in this fight between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga at Front Street Fights 8 Young Guns, presented by bodybuilding.com. If you're on social media, well, you know, just listen to the crowd. I'll do the social media plug here in a second.
Boise is a great town that supports its fighters.
If you're following along tonight, we encourage you to participate in the conversation by using the hashtag Deen versus Arteaga. I was bound to get that in there tonight.
Yeah.
We got a minute and a half left.
Vita's mouth's open. She needs to circle out.
More of those outside leg kicks. Ashley trying to counter with the inside leg kicks. Ashley looking for that left jab. Good overhand right. Vita counters with a good overhand right of her own. Good left jab there by Vita. Another outside leg kick as we come up on 1 minute left between Ashley Deen and Veta Arteaga.
Ashley's sitting on her punches. Vita's doing good getting back to the circling. She needs to get that head movement that you see right there.
The waiting game's great, but somebody's going to have to unload that offense here as we come up on 50 seconds left. Vita coming in with a flurry of lefts and rights, backing Ashley up against the cage as we get down to 40 seconds left. Good left jab there by Ashley Deen. 30 seconds left. Good overhand right by Ashley as well, too. Who is going to have the final offensive flurry to sway this one in their favor? Should we make the distance here in the next 20 seconds? 15 seconds left. It's go time. Who is going to lay their foot on the pedal first? Veta Arteaga, good outside leg kick. Final 10 seconds left. Ashley Deen looking for a good left jab. She counters. Here comes the flurries of the rights and lefts. Is anybody going to land one last one? Ashley gets a good left as Vita ends with another good outside leg kick, courtesy of the right leg.
That was a great fight. You know, Vita did a lot of things differently. You know, like you saw first round frustrated, second round, you know, she started to make a case for herself. Third
Confidence
round
started
went
to
a
build.
lot better for Veta. You know, Ashley just stuck to her game plan, you know, so credit to her. You know, this is going to be a hard one to score, you know, because Veta, you know, clearly and showed frustration in that first round. So hopefully judges don't get that in their mind. That's why you don't want to show those emotions, you know, and just kind of put an exclamation on that. So.
No, Ashley definitely, if you, to be perfectly honest, if you want to look at it, Ashley, if you're going to score it based off of cool, calm, and collected, really the entire time commanded the center of that ring, really made Veta work for it, try to find the angle to throw her game, and really kept her back. And really, even right there, as Veta went for the takedown, which she did get 2 of them, but you talked about that wide stance making it harder for Veta to control. Even right there, as she got taken down for the first time in the fight, really kind of never lost her cool.
Yeah.
Veta really got more confident as the fight went on.
Absolutely. You know, you watch these exchanges, and you know they just both put their heart out there. And you know, this is a great fight, tough fight to score. You know, I think just a slight edge to Ashley potentially. You know, and that's a problem with these decisions. It's like, you know, they both work just as hard, equally as hard, and you know, at this point, you just got to leave it up to fate.
All right, the judge has handed the score to Britt Talbert. Britt's going to do a few more calculations here, and definitely going to be excited to see how this one turns out. You know, it's can you call it a draw? Can you call it one way in each favor? I'm not sure that I could make that decision.
Yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I know I can't. That's why they put me in this position, is to not make that decision.
Yeah, you know, this was a great fight though, but for MMA, you know, junkies like nerds, you know, watching it, there was a lot of stuff going on, and they both did really well with, you know, like I said, you know, watching Veta kind of overcome the frustration, and you know, by the third round, really starting to find her rhythm. You know, that was impressive to watch. You know, Ashley, you know, watching her game plan, and you know, she just stuck to what she did best, which was, you know, throw those hands and march Veta down. So, you know, right now, we're just kind of figuring it out.
One way or the other, very smart display of fighting here by both of these ladies.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the talent that we see in this cage. This is impressive, but you know, this is never a good thing when you see it takes this long to tally scores.
All right, well, put the nerves aside, Mitch. Get ready to find out who won this fight via a judge's decision as we go back inside the cage with Britt Talbert.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the judges' scorecards, once again, the ladies in the house in the cage tonight, they brought it, didn't they? That's right. We will now go to the judges' scorecards. Our judge, Steve French, has it scored at 29-28 in favor of Arteaga. Judge Randy Anderson has it 29-28. Deen. Our split decision will go to our third and final judge, Howard Hazelbaker. He has scored it 29-28 for Veta Arteaga. Blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause? Ashley Deen coming here from Colorado Springs, Colorado. All right. Hey. How about this, Veta Arteaga? You brought some fans here tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm very grateful to have everybody come out here and support me. Yeah, words can't describe that. I'm very blessed.
Are you emotional? Your first professional fight? Was it a nail biter there with a split?
Yeah, I wanted, you know, I can't make any excuses for my performance. I wanted to dominate a little bit more, but hey, I got the W, and I'm glad that I got that. So, yeah, I'm very emotional taking all of this in and having everybody here to support me. And I just want to give a shout out to all of my friends and family and all of my sponsors. Oso Nails did my hair, Tree City, Bad Angel, Tree City, Lunchbox, I can go on, the list goes on forever. And I want to thank my cornermen, Matt May and Michael Ransom and Amy, and especially to my brother, Veta Arteaga. If it wasn't for here, I wouldn't be doing what I love.
Very good, Veta. I know you just finished an emotional bout, your professional debut. Now you are a professional. What's next? Any idea?
I would have to talk it over with my manager, Alfred, and I would have to talk it over with my cornerman and see what's next. I just want to keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, swag bag from our friends at bodybuilding.com for your winner in her professional debut, Veta Arteaga.